Hey everybody, it's Scott the Treasure Coast Picker, and I am trying a new format here. And the first time I tried it, it didn't work out too well. So we're going to try it again and try and show you some of the things we sold or I sold in the month of May. And so let's get right to it. If I minimize this screen, I believe it takes me right to the eBay screen, and there we are. Hopefully you can still see me and my quarantine haircut here, which I'm way overdue. Anyway, let's start off the month of May and see what we sold with this 70s Manzini collection men's large short sleeve shirt. This is the coolest thing. It has disco written all over it. I mean, I paid $4 for this, and I sold it for $24.50, and the buyer paid $5.05 shipping. This had a really interesting fabric, and I'm not really sure what it was made of. Let me see if I have it in here. It is, well, it is polyester, yes, but it's really 70s type of polyester. There's the label, Manzini Collection, made in the USA, and just the longest. It's crazy, crazy pattern on this thing. And so $4, $24.50 plus shipping. This item I found in Florida for $6. This is brand new with tags, a Penske Indy Racing League shirt. It's a medium size short sleeve shirt made by Speed Gear, and it had lots of logos on it, like Chevrolet, the Indy Racing League, the Penske logo, Mobile One, rather. There's a Speed Gear logo, the Speed Gear tag, and here we go, all different views of it. And this one sold for $39, and the buyer paid $5.35 shipping, and I paid $6 for that. Funko Pop, the only Funko Pop of the month, was this Mega Man gold GameStop exclusive that I found in for $2 in a Goodwill in Florida, and it had a bit of a dent, kind of in this. You can see right by right by the corner. There's a little bit of a dent in the plastic, but I was still able to get $14.99 for it. I did it at an auction because I figured, well, maybe it'll get some bids, but it only got one bid at $14.99, and the buyer paid $6.50 shipping. You can see it was in really good shape, except for that that little dent. Okay, if you remember our video that I did back in February with my son Brian, we found some Briar items in Florida, and in this case, it was a mare and her foal, grazing mare and foal, and I paid 99 cents for the mare and $3.99 for the foal. So there you go, $5. And $5, I sold them for $24.99 with $6.35 shipping. They're really nice condition. They had a few areas of blemish. There's some stuff and scratches here. So that's what's great about this zoom in feature is people can really look in. There's the Briar label, which is usually located inside the leg underneath. There's the foal. And these are in great condition. They did have some scratches and a few little paint loss, but I got $24.99 plus $6.35 shipping, and I think we said we had $5 invested in that. And I still have some other briars that are up for sale, and also look for other briar animals. They make other things beside horses. We got some interesting. I got a great buffalo and a moose that we found for like $4.99 each. Next up is a Starbucks Denver, Colorado mug, 2005 City Scenes. Barista mug, I paid 50 cents for this. This one sat for a long time. They don't move as quickly as they used to, Starbucks stuff. This one sat for a long time, finally sold for $16.75 with free shipping, so I probably made about $8 or $9 on this one. And but again, they do sit for a long time, but if you can get them cheap, pick them up, because they will sell eventually. This new with tags Tommy Bahama Breakaway Blooms is an unusual size, 2XB, which I guess big and tall. And it's all silk camp shirt, brand new, $138 price tag. I paid up for this. I bought these at a Dillard's outlet store before they started excluding the boutique labels from their sales. So I paid $25 for this, and I only wound up getting $38.70. It sat for a long, long time, probably well over a year and a half. I had this, and I had it up for $64.50. I finally decided to put 40% off on it, and I got $38.70 plus $5.45 shipping. Really nice shirt. I'm really surprised it didn't sell sooner. It may be that the size was just too big, or that it looks like pajamas. I don't know. Next up, another Florida find was this Disney Flower the Skunk plush. I paid $2 for this. She had still had a tag on it, but the bad news here is that it was a folded tag, and the Goodwill had written the price of the animal in marker on the back side of the tag. So I carefully cut the back of the tag off so that I could still say it had a partial tag, and I noted that in my listing. Partial tag still attached, no tush tag, because they had also written the price on the tush tag, which is cloth, and you can't get that off. So I removed it. Took a little X-Acto knife and carefully cut the tag off. And I got $23.95 for this on a $2 investment. And we had, this one had free shipping on it. So it probably cost me about $6 to ship it. And Flower the Skunk. Next one here is an Allen Flusser or Flusser. I only see these shirts in Florida, and I really don't know much about the brand, but Paisley sells. This guy's Paisley shirts do sell. I've done well with his, I don't buy anything from him unless it's Paisley. And this thing is just rocking. I mean, it's just crazy rocking. There's his name inside the shirt and sewn in there. And you can see this thing is all over bright red. Paisley. I paid $4.99 and sold it for $22.50. And the buyer paid $4.95 shipping. Next up is this is a, if you have broken parts, sell the parts that aren't broken. I had a bunch of Hallmark kitty cars, and one of them was a fire engine, and it was pretty well smashed. The steering wheel is broken off, and it was metal, so you couldn't get it back together. It wasn't plastic, and part of the thing was bent, and so all I could salvage were these two little wooden ladders, very tiny. I sold them for $5.95 with free shipping, so I probably I probably made $3 on the deal, but in any case, if you have parts, just sell the parts. There's always going to be some. I figure fire engine ladders, someone's going to always be looking for one that they lost or broke. So it was a quick sale. Here's another brand new shirt. This one cost me $10 at a local Jersey thrift before they all closed. And this is a Tommy Bahama linen shirt and a $98 price tag on it. And this one sold for $38.70. I had it up for $64.50, but again, I ran a 40% sale. There's the original price. Always show the Tommy tags if they're new with tags. There's the relax tag. It's inside the back collar, and here you can see the shirt as it is now. Sold, and the guy was very happy with it. Sold for $38.70, and I paid $10 for that one. Next up is, after Tommy comes vintage. Oh, vintage Guinness mug. Let me get this back in the focus here. This is a three-dimensional raised, embossed toucan and turtle coffee mug. And you can see I wrote as is for display because it has a hairline crack. I paid 50 cents for this years ago and was never able to sell it. I kept putting it up there and it wouldn't sell, so I'd throw it back on the mug shelf and try it again a few years later, and I finally got the, there's the hairline crack. You can see right there that you wouldn't want to put coffee in that because it might make the crack worse. But finally, after and there it is in the bottom, so you can see the crack in the bottom as well. Here we go. There you go, yeah. So you wouldn't want to put coffee in this. So display only, and they say the graphics are three-dimensional, embossed. So I got $15.95 with free shipping. Probably cost me $7 to ship. So what did I make? Maybe I made $8 on this, $7 or $8. Took a long time to sell. This was a couple of years to sell that. Here's a Ralph Lauren. You should always be looking for the, apparently didn't reset my photos. Purple label Ralph Lauren. Excuse me. Thank you. Made in Italy. 16.5 solid blue dress shirt. Paid up for this, paid $9.50 for it. I bought two of them. I have a peach one that's still for sale. in my store. There's the label you want to look for. Ralph Lauren Made in Italy. It's purple, not dark blue. It's purple. You won't miss it. And it says Made in Italy. And these are high quality shirts. You can see how beautiful this is. I gave it a quick press with an iron before there's a size 16 and a half. Again, Fabrique in Italy, Made in Italy. That's, pardon my terrible linguistics there. And it had two little dots on the back. And again, I put this one at $42.95, and I went for the 40% off sale. I had to raise some money because I ran into some car expenses, and so I put a lot of things on sale to try and get some money together because I got to pay for this new transmission. And so things are starting to sell. And so this again was $9.50 and got $25.77, and the buyer paid the shipping. Here's a beautiful Barbie doll. Between takes, this is part of the Hollywood collection, and we've had we got these Barbie dolls like 8 years ago. Someone passed away, and we got some of the dolls, and some of them sold right away, and others just kind of fell into oblivion, back into the death piles, and went into a storage unit. And now that things have been closed for the last, I guess, 12 weeks, we've been dipping into the storage unit and pulling some things out, and they're actually starting to sell. So we had no money in this, and we sold it for $34.95. Beautiful doll. Had some issues because it's been kicking around since the mid-90s. You can see, and I photographed them to show that the box did its job. It protected the doll very well, although the box had some issues. But for having no investment in this, we got $34.95. We did ship it free, but these dolls don't weigh a lot, so I think it probably cost me about $7 to ship. So we still did pretty good with this, considering we paid nothing for it. This is an oddity. This is people will buy anything. This is a pair of stirrers that I got in a whole pile of stirrers that I bought. I bought $20 worth of barware from a guy who was moving and he just wanted to get rid of the stuff. And he also gave me this thing full of stirrers. And so I pulled out a few and listed them. And these are the first two to sell for $6. And shipping was $3. So I wrapped them up really carefully in cardboard, put them in a padded envelope, and off they went to Pennsylvania. And this was the caucus room, which is no longer there from the 1950s. And there's the Democrat and the Republican symbol. And this guy paid $6 with one bid. I was hoping to get more, but it was just one bid. And $3 shipping. So, sometimes you can sell just the strangest things, even the smallest things. This is the gift that keeps on giving. These drum books, you maybe remember from previous issues. I got these back in, I think, January at a thrift store that was just a pile that said free. It was a whole bunch of drum books and musical sheet music for drummers. And I've been selling these things steadily at $5, $6 a pop. And I've probably made about $70 on this so far. And it was all free. And when I'm getting down to the bottom of the pile, so what I'll probably do is take the remaining 7 or 8 that don't sell and just put them together in a lot and blow them out. So anyway, this was $5.99 with free shipping. I paid nothing. And our last item is another Barbie doll from the Barbies that we had. This one, beautiful Evening Star Barbie. You can see there, she's quite pretty. Beautiful hair. And this box was in pretty good condition. It did have some issues. But this one sold for $47.95, again with the free shipping. I thought it was going to the Ukraine because when they had the buyer's information, it said Ukraine. But when it came time, when she paid and went to ship it, I only had to ship it to Delaware. So somehow maybe she moved to Delaware or she had somebody who was going to send it to her from down there. I'm not sure. But this is another find that was kicking around for years. I finally listed it and got $47.95, and we had no investment in it. So that is going to do it for this month. I hope you enjoyed what I was able to sell. No real big home runs. I think the Barbies were probably the best of the lot. Things are starting to open up. I know some parts of the country are already open, and perhaps you're out there thrifting already. Here in Jersey, we've got another week to go. I've already been notified by 2 of my favorite stores that they'll be opening on the 14th and the 15th of this month. So I'm going to get back out there and see what I can find. And I'll still be hitting the storage locker because I'm finding that we have a lot of things in there that will sell. So don't be afraid to thrift in your home, in your basement, or wherever. And having said that, have a great week and a great month. We will see you at the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. Hopefully you can share this with your friends, and I can build up my viewers. We're at about 175 now. We're hoping to get to 200 viewers, and then we'll move on from there. So that's it. Thanks very much. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. If I could close this out.